Hi everyone, good morning. By the way, I'm Raisha Kapilitan from 3 BSHME, and for today's video, I am continue discussing about the beverages. So let's start. So aquavit. So the Scandinavian version of vodka is often called snaps, not to be confused with the liqueur of the same name, but its official names are aquavit. So from Norway and akvavit from Denmark. So the word snaps is from an ancient Norwegian word meaning to snap up or gulp. And not surprisingly, the traditional way to drink this bracing spirit is ice cold, in a simple gulp, sometimes followed by a wee swig of beer. Aquavit is stored in the freezer in Scandinavian homes, and drinking it is special tradition at Christmas and on May 17 and the anniversary of the drafting of Norway's constitution. So the next one is gin. So gin makers have probably looked enviously at vodka's popularity in recent years, since their own fortunes have been down slightly, but gin was a flavored spirit long before vodkas were infused with lemons, berries, and hot peppers. Gin's hallmark is the distinctive predominant flavor of the juniper berry. Monks made juniper berries, Latin name Junipero, into medicinal potions in the 14th century as protection against bubonic plague and as cures for kidney and bladder ailments and indigestion. So next is rum. Vodka might be the best-selling spirit overall, but rum is the spirit with the fastest growing sales, especially among the under 30 crowd. The category leader in the United States is Bacardi, with a line that includes several premium and super premium brands, sex-flavored rums, and a few low-calorie flavored rums under the Bacardi Breeze label. Diageo's Captain Morgan rum is coming on strong in the second spot, however, with the largest sales increases of any spirit in any category in recent years. Diageo also owns Jamaican rum maker Mears and a secondary label, Captain Morgan's Parrot Bay, which comes in tropical flavors from pineapple to passion fruit. So there are three basic types of rum which differ somewhat in flavor according to the amount of aging. So these are the white or silver, amber or gold, red label or dark, and then the last one is the rum vieux. So white or silver, age only a year or two. So these are the lightest in color, although they have the highest alcohol content and the less refined flavors. So amber or gold, age at least 3 years. These are sometimes colored with caramel and take on a richer hue from spending more time in barrels than other rums. Amber rums have somewhat more flavor and are a bit lower than the whites and silvers. So the red label or dark, age 6 years or more. So this feature a dry, mellow, full-bodied, flavored and bouquet, a deep golden color and a slightly lower alcohol content. And then next is the rum vieux, age 10 years or more. These rums often are compared to fine cognacs but with less acidity. So next is the cachaça. So Brazil's national liqueur is a cousin to rum called cachaça, which has been made for at least 400 years and only recently has risen to cult status in the United States, Europe, and Japan. In fact, in terms of volume, there's twice as much Casachu produced as rum. June 12 is International Casachu Day, and Germany is the largest consumer of the Casachu outside Brazil. Aficionados are adamant that this spirit is distinctly different from rum. While rum is distilled from molasses, Casachu is distilled from unrefined sugarcane juice. It began as a drink concocted by the slaves who harvested sugarcane and were given the leftover juice after processing. The juice fermented to produce an alcoholic drink, but someone discovered that if it were boiled to form a concentrate, it would be even more potent. So next is the tequila. So tequila is defined as an alcoholic distillate from a fermented mash derived principally from the agave tequilana weber, commonly known as the blue agave plant. There are more than 200 strains of agave, a desert relative of lilies, but only the blue variety is used to make tequila, and it must be grown and harvested in one of 5 regions authorized by the Mexican government. The agave plant has had mystical meaning to the Mexican people for centuries. It is said to be the incarnation of Mayahol Agades and the earliest spirit made from the plant, called pulque, was used in celebrations and religious ceremonies to bless land and crops. Its power as an intoxicant was also well known even to the ancient Aztecs. And then the agave distilling industry started to spring up around the town of Tequila in the mid-1070s. Until this planting were legally permitted by the King of Spain, all the agave had been harvested wild. The first official commercial agave farmers and distillers were the Don Jose Antonio Cuervo family, now the familiar Jose Cuervo brand name. Tequila was not routinely exported, however, until after World War II. So next is the mixtus. So under the mixtus is the white tequila and then the gold tequila. So white tequila means the colorless and unaged. On labels, it is identified with the term blanco or plata. Some aficionados prefer white tequila because it showcases the true agave flavor without the barrel influence. The second one is the gold tequila. Also unaged, its golden color refers to the addition of caramel or cane sugar. It is not a designation of quality. This is the tequila type most popular in the United States. Another common term for it is joven abogado, which means young and smooth. So next is the tequila poros. So under the tequila poros is the reposado tequila, and then the añejo tequila. So reposado tequila, made in small batches and by Mexican law, must be barrel aged from 2 to 11 months before bottling. Reposado means resting or rested, and then in Mexico, these are the best selling tequilas. Next is the añejo tequila. Aged in wood for more than 1 year. It is the closest thing to cognac with an amber or golden color, but it does tend to lose flavor when it has been aged more than 4 years. Añejo means age. Recent standouts in this category include distillers that use sherry pipes or cognac cask. to impart the character of the other spirits to their tequila poros. So after more than 3 years of aging, some distillers label their products May Anijos or Tres Anijos, not official terminology but indicated of the spirit's additional time to barrels. Another unofficial but common term used to identify premier or limited production tequila is Reserva de Casa, which means house reserve. So the last part of my report is about the mezcal. So mezcal, there is another Mexican-made liquor that some insist in tequila's poor cousin, while others argue that it is a rare and high-end sibling. Either way, it's called mezcal or mezcal, and it is the spirit made from agave plants that are not necessarily blue agave and are not located in the 5 designated tequila regions. So Spanish explorers of past centuries referred to the spirits as vino de mezcal. The center of mezcal production is the state of Oaxaca. The mezcal making process is also a bit different from that of tequila. The agave hearts are slow roasted for 3 days in adobe or gas ovens or in deep, stone-lined pits in the ground. This impart a smoky flavor that is different than that of tequila. Then the cooked hearts are left to ferment naturally from 4 or 5 days to a full month before being crushed and distilled once or twice in a clay or copper pot stills. The final product is about 80 proof, with a flavor that might be described as nutty and more herbaceous than tequila. So that's all. Thank you.